Alright everyone, WeaponCollector here. This is a review, or not really a review, but just a look at my homemade S.A.S Survival kit in a tobacco tin. Or in America you use Altoids tins, I think, don't you? If you want to know how to make this, you can either watch some of these videos on YouTube, or the best way really is to buy the S.A.S Survival guide. There's lots of versions of this. This is the pocket size one, but there's also a bigger version. In here is the instructions of what you need for the tin. This is the survival tin, or survival kit. Right, so that's highly recommended, that. If you're into survival, you ought to have this book. Right, so I'll show you what I've got in my tin. I'll show you the tin first. Just an ordinary tobacco tin. I'm not sure of the size, I'll find out later and add a annotation or something. I hold mine shut with elastic bands because it's easier to get into. Like some people recommend you wrap it with paracord, which is a great idea. But if you want to use this on a daily basis, which the S.A.S Survival Guide actually tells you to, it says use this at every opportunity you get, you know, and then you get used to it and you know what's in there. So if you had paracord around it, you'd have to unwrap the paracord every single time. So if you're not going to use it for a long time, just store it in your pocket and never use it. Wrap paracord around it, that's a good idea. But if you're going to use it regularly, elastic bands, or even better, but I haven't got any in a minute, some strips of inner tube. Cut them about a centimetre thick, stick them around, they're really strong, because sometimes elastic bands disintegrate after a while. Right, so on the tin itself, I've got, you may not need it, but you might as well do it anyway, because it doesn't take up any space at all, Morse Code on the front. So you could use a flashlight to send an SOS signal. That's Morse Code there. And on the back, I'm not going to show you that too close, is some phone numbers scratched into the back. It's got my home phone number on there and some other phone numbers. That is scratched into the back of it. Right. So you open tin, inside underneath the lid is my whole name and address, which I'm covering in my hand, and a match striker. You can also leave the inside bare so that you can use it as a signal mirror. Right, and then inside mine I've got some basic survival instructions, some web text. I think my brother photocopied this for me, and that's got some good stuff on that. Right, and then I've got a little bag of cotton wool, which is really good, easy tinder. You can light that with the minimal spark. Some aqua clear tablets to purify water. Little bit of lace there, can be used for, well, many things. Mini compass, some painkiller tablets. These are just individual tablets that I've cut out of the packet. Make sure you write on there how many you can have. So I've written 2 is the 2, and then so you know that's the limit. And then put on the side when they go off. These went off at 2014, so I put 14 on there. Here's a good one. In my other video, people are always asking me why there's a straw in there. They can never work out why, which I thought most survival people probably would. But the reason I have a straw in there is for water collection. there's plastic bags in here, and you can put them over a tree branch, and then it will collect condensation. Or to say if you've taken the bag off of the branch, you just open it, stick your straw in, drink the water. You don't have to remove the bag then, because that's what the straw is. 2 Stanley blades, Commando wire saw. Some people don't like these, but I think they're great. Flint and striker there. Nearly set fire to my tabletop. In this little bag is a fishing kit, which has a couple of different types of fishing line, lots of hooks, and little weights and some floats. That's the fishing line there. But there's quite a lot of hooks in there, and this little thing is a bit of a pen, which inside it has sewing needles. I just do it like this because it's a bit easier and safer. Some people wrap the cotton around it. Little spool of cotton there. Some of those lifeboat matches that burn for a long time and will burn in rain, heavy rain. An ordinary wax candle, which I've cut and made square, but it's still got the foil around it. They burn longer that way because the melted wax sits inside it. Little homemade matchbox and striker, which has ordinary matches in it, I think, or it might have both. Yeah, it contains safety matches and strike anywhere matches. A knife. If you're in England and you have a locked knife, make sure you stick it right at the bottom of the tin. That way, if you ever get stopped by the police and they want to know what's in the tin, they may take the knife off you, but at least if it's at the bottom of the tin, you can say, well look, I never would have been able to get it out, you know, to hurt anyone. It was at the bottom of the tin. What am I going to say, wait there while I dump all this stuff out? You know, a nice thin but strong knife. Little mirror that you can use, a signal mirror, or if you had something in your eye. Magnifying glass, another kind of fire starter. Some safety pins, some more cotton, a whistle. That's if you know, I don't know, if you can't shout or you need to, you know, something louder than shouting. Some buttons. To be honest, I don't know why I put them in there. They're just in there just for the sake of it, really. Some tweezers out of a Swiss Army knife. Here's the plastic bags. There's quite a few in there. And inside those plastic bags is some band-aids, or plasters as we call them. Hacksaw blade, small piece of hacksaw blade. Some proper Wilkinson's on razor blades. And in the bottom there is some snare wire, steel snare wire. Right, so that is my S.A.S Survival kit. It's got most of the stuff they say. Some of the stuff they recommend I couldn't fit in there, so I haven't got it. But that covers most of it. You've got a lot of fire starting stuff, water, purify your water, water collection, knife. Yeah. I hope this helps if you're going to build one of these kits. I definitely recommend this book though. You know, that's a proper survival guide. What, you know, the S.A.S actually carry a version of this tin themselves, or did, you know, when they were in the desert and stuff, so, or in jungles. So. Good enough for them, it should be good enough for us, shouldn't it? So. Alright, I hope you liked it. See you later.